Hello, everyone, and welcome to my jungle. And I am starting off with my EPLC Middleburg, and it bloomed really nicely for me last summer. And I see one. I think there's 3 spikes, 2 down there to the right. No, yeah, there we go. And there's another somewhere. Over to the left of that is the prank gift that Pete gave me. Sophonitis coccinea, what are you thinking? Here is recently repotted Sperciclia, and it's got a new growth back there. Here is, I believe, a Brisavla cross, and there was a spike that is another cross, and I went so fast. That is my Kai from, no, that's my BC North Miami down there. Over here, I've got Trichoglotis orchidea. I need some sphagnum moss, and next to it is Trichoglotis smithii. And I could swear, like I said in the video, that that one for sure is maybe going to give me another flower that looks like an inflorescence. This blooms on very short inflorescence. Well, anyway, we will see, and I will share it with you. They are very nicely patterned flowers. Let's see, what else? I do need some moss. These are just some recently repotted Brisavla types. And above here is my Orchid Jungle, which is a cross. Or it's Orchid Jungle times Ruefully Profuse. And right here, my big specimen Dendrobium Gatton Sunray, which is putting up 2 growths. And it's giving me 4 inflorescence with buds. You can see them. There's 1, 2, and 3, 4. And these Gatton Sunray is an heirloom. They do get big, but they can bloom on a smaller sized plant. Next to that is a Gongora that I recently got. I forget which one it is. I think I might show the tag. But up above, these are just divisions that I have mounted, and they are showing growths and roots, except for this shabby one right here. It's not doing anything yet, but hopefully soon. That is what that is, which is a Brisavla cross from Florida Suncoast. Not sure what that is. This is my Dendrobium frederixianum, which is mounted there. Okay, and it does show some nubbins. I'm not sure the bloom period. This is a Roger Frampton plant. I will always call it that, because he's the one that made this plant known to most of us aficionados in my era. And here is another bucket list plant, which my collection mostly contains because I'm kind of finicky, but that's another topic. That is a predator Tigrina, Stanhopea tigrina predator clone that's crossed with a Negro violacea. And here is one of my, that was a Phalaenopsis gigantea. Down there is a Encyclia Tanpensis alba. There's my new Epidendrum nocturnum that I got at Nats. It is putting up those darkly maroon fuchsia colored new growths, which is nice, but we'll see how it does. And that's a recovering. This is sort of plants that are just new to my collection that are kind of hanging out. There's my Gongora grossa that I've had for a couple of years. It bloomed. First year I got it, and then the second year, which was last year, it gave me growth, but it was also acclimating to the present location, as most of my orchids was doing, and so it is now. I don't know. I'll have to go back to that one another time. Next to this is Erides hulitiana, which you can see is beautifully in full bloom and is oh so fragrant. If you don't know about Erides hulitiana, then do your research. It is a bucket list plant, and that is, I would say this is a key because they can get pretty big. It is a Vanda type. Here is that Encyclia cross that's going out, Guatemalensis crossed with Tampensis, and these are Stanhopea crosses with Stanhopea crossed with Epiphania, which I'm excited if that blooms. And here is Epidendrum, remembering somebody that just finished blooming really well. Down here are some of my Dacryllas that are all mounted, and then to the left here, well, there's Angricoids, but I'm just gonna show you my Dacryllas. This one is Linguiforme, which is tongue, talk, tongue, language, tongue. That's my Pugniformis, which is to the right, which was in bloom a little while ago, a little different pseudo bulbs and leaves in that one, and that's Piercii. They're all miniatures, Dacryllas. They're formerly dendrobiums, but they still are now. But this is a bulbophyllum that's I just got over the winter. This is another Dacrylla. This is my Wassilii, and here in front of you right now is a Latoria dendrobium, which is a cross, and this is Dipper nishi. You can see that sword lip. I mean, it might as well be a sword tongue. And it's the influence of, it's got to be Alexandrine. And then here are some of my Angricoids that are doing pretty well. My little Joy Stewart that just finished blooming. There's my Magdaleni, which is a species. And then behind there is my Angranthes Grandolina that I just got. And then over there is Angranthes cross with Figuiere. And then there's some more Dacryllas here. And this is a cross. And there is the tag, if you can see it. And some culprit has been walking through this area and has been scurrying with that plant in particular. I find pieces of that cross, not this one. This is Tortifolium, and it is blooming size, yay, and the roots are amazing. Little mount, big plant. But there are lots of new growths, which I am excited to see how they develop, because as I look at the plant, without doing any research, mind you, well, I have done research, but never have I had the pleasure to see how it develops in person. So I need to go back, but you can see that the nubbins are produced on a stalk, and then it gets a pendant where the leaf begins. So I would assume some of those nubbins could be blooms, but I'm not sure. So, and it has done that in previous blooms. So we will keep our eye on that. That was my Eranthes pyrati that I whizzed by. There are one of my Eranthes ramosum that's marinating down there below, getting some nice shade. Although I probably should raise it up to this level where this one is, because this seems to be doing a little bit better with higher light. This is another ramosum, as I said, and this spike has continued to develop previously bloomed spike, I might add, and you can see the buds are continuing to progress. And that one is a double bud. So that is going to be spectacular, spectacular, spectacular. I can't wait because I've never had a bloom size ramosum, or ramosa, as it properly is called by, I would say, Fred Hillerman. And speaking of that, I need to pull out my book, but on to, this was Leptotes bicolor. That is putting up a new growth. Now down below here on rocks, these plants get lots of shade. This is a bulbophyllum, and it's it's Applebracteanum, and it has a spike, and it's got a nice bud. So, lots happening, and next to it, there are my three acclimating Trichophylla, I'm sorry. And here is my Trichophylla suavis. Okay, so I'm really hoping for those to be successful. I am taking risks here, and a lot of that is due to the fact that the recent acquisitions that I got from the imports are doing so well, and that one is one of them, the Galliandra right here, that has a spike that was not there when I got it. So I can take credit for it. That's Galliandra pubescentrum, and it is a sequential spike, and it's also putting up a new growth. And here down below are my Barcarias. Those are, well, I can't tell you what they are, but they are hybrids. And then I have another, you see the new growths. They put up their new growths in the summer. They like highlight, lots of rain. No, they like shade and lots of rain and warmth. And then in the winter, they are deciduous, and then they put up their spikes, and they want cooler, drier, wet one, cooler, drier winter, and then they bloom. Now we're down here, and I have more angricoids down here below, getting shade, and this is my Arangus distincta, which has some black spots there, but it's putting up a new leaf, and there are lots of roots that have red, green, those orange tips that are wonderful, so that's doing well, as are these two mounted Angraecum scactianums next door, which I love so much. I love all of these, but you know, Scactianum is dear to my heart, one of those that are way up there. Now this is a plant that has really given me so much confidence, and this is Kinja peruviana. Now, it came pretty healthy, and I'm going to put it up here so you can really take a good look at this plant, because there is so much going on, and I am patting myself on the back. So you see there's two growths right there, and there's another growth. And then down below that growth, you see that little curly root. But so there's two growths, and then there's a root coming from that section, and then down below, there's that new growth that has roots as well. If I can focus, if I can get to that, but that is seed kinja. Those are Stanhopea types, and here are two more seed kinjas that I just got, and they are still acclimating, and I only got them because of the success of the other that I just showed you, Peruviana, and this one I know has growths coming up. I'm not sure if you can see them if the camera catches them, but if you look close enough, you will maybe see them. As I had said on a previous video, they're in there somewhere. Gives me hope. And if not, there are roots, I believe. But I think there is a small, tiny growth or two in that plant, which I lost the tag. One of them has, I could figure it out because, I did order it, but So far, so good, you know. And all of this was due to the mounted one Peruviana. So moving on down, this is for Naomi Kramer. That's my chocolate drop yellow or lemon, whatever. Next to this, that's my path. Um, you know, it's the one that smells like raspberries. I can't remember. Got the pouch. Anywho, there's below there, that was another Barcaria. There's my Dendrobium Kamiko, which is wonderful. There's my Epigeneum Treacherina with that new growth coming up. Yay, pat me on the back. Never before. And here is, this is Erangus Elysiae, which has been marinating down there with that spike. Right here is Angraecum eburnum, which is the long calcar variety, which I unfortunately left out of the eburnum video that I did. Back this way, there's a yellowbird down below at the bottom, and then up above there's another encyclia cross, and then, yeah, there's the yellowbird, and there's another spike, and there's a new growth on that Cattleya. I'm not sure, but it's a Florida Suncoast. There's that yellowbird, one spike that just opened today, and this is a lovely Dendrobium cross, a Lactoria, that I've never seen before, but it's got Roy Tokunaga crossed with, I think it's Johnsonii. But right here are some more orchids, of course, that are doing well, except I still am hoping on that reniferum that looks dead. And behind the reniferum, Epidendral reniferum, is my Epi Green Hornet in two spikes, the most fragrant orchid this week, I believe. Yes, nice. And then right behind that is the Catlianthes, Florida Suncoast Sienna Stars, that little red. There's another buds on a plant. Back behind that is my Cattleya hybrida. Clone is Michael. Right in front here is my Maxillaria tenifolia, the Guiamata clone. Another fragrant, different kind of coconutty than tenifolia, but it's more of a roasted. And there is my Angraecum compactum, which is a species, and I am pretty sure that's the start of a inflorescence, fingers crossed. And here we are at my spike that is really progressing nicely. There's another growth, and I know there's another one somewhere hidden, another little smaller one. But that is my cross of Den macrophyllum and Den Shirashai, something like that. And down there is an encyclia that, this is Prostechia spectra, and then this is Epidendrum Serenus TikTok, which is acclimating to that new pot that I put in, or that basket. You can see the roots are on the edge, or you saw. And there is my Nigelia puparia. There is the tag. Species, very nice. And let's see what else. Right here in front of us is another one of my Epidendrum cruciferums, I think this is the one of the two that I got from, what's his face, JP. You all know JP. And I know some of these inflorescence, you see right there, there's a bud, or there's green. So these buds or these previously bloomed buds or bent inflorescence can do that with epidendrums. And that's why we love them. And they're back there blooming with more buds is my Trichosynchron Q-Quat with its lake view. And I didn't smell a fragrance yet. Well, I have, but it's not fragrant right now. And back there is my it's Epidendrum Eddie Lick. It's Run. Really nice. Got the influence of Illins, Epidendrum Illins. And we're coming to the end of this review. And I hope you guys are still here with me. I'm putting this Trichocentrum back into its pot, which is Luridum, which I'm going to give away. You can see these are I'm just showing you some of my Basavolas that are mounted, just the roots that have attached. That's another Trichocentrum that I got. That's a Cross Walnut Valley Beauty. Got some roots on that. And this is another not so distant V-mounted plant. I'm not sure what it is, but it's two plants. I got some Basavolas on mounts down here. That's my Appendiculata. And then here is my Dendrobium falconeri, which is getting lots of sun and is doing lots of growth. I love it. We'll wait to see those blooms. And down below I have some Laturias. This is my Dippernici, and then I have, here is Den Lasianthera, which is, it's a Pacific Northwest orchid as well, but not Pacific Northwest. What am I talking about? Oh, I'm tired. Anyway, it's not a Pacific Northwest orchid, and that is my that is my Dahlia, Angraecum dahlia. That's a species. And there's my other, what is that, Lancianum that I'm going to give to JP. And that actually is put up with a root. There's some other Basavolas, and then that's my other Basavola species over there. I'm not sure what that one is. That is Encyclia patens. That's in my hand. And down here is my Luridum, Trichoglottis luridum, that's got two new growths coming. And you can see these are just mounted. There's my Florida Stars, it's got a nice growth. And there's more Basavolas. There's my Trichoglottis, Trichocentrum stacei on that piece of terracotta, and next to it is Trichocentrum candidum. You can see the tag behind, and if you look closely at the growth, if I show it, no, I didn't show it, but there's a new growth coming. It could be a spike, but anyway, this is one of my Phalaenopsis giganteas that has a new leaf coming, and there's another one to the right of it that is mounted. This is my Dendrobium caneliculatum, a species. It likes a little bit cooler and shadier, but likes perfect drainage, and it's giving me lots and lots of growths after it bloomed in the late winter. And back there, that's my Carthagensis. That's my other Trichocentrum Carthagensis. And then down here, I have a couple of Rodriguesias, and over there, here are just a couple of Laturias. Few. There's a spider, and then there's this. I'm going so fast, folks. And this is in Prostechia something that's got a couple sheaths. This is another Trichocentrum. Can't remember which one it is, but it's got the roots and beginning over this way. Focusing in, I've got my. There's a Gigantea here, Phalaenopsis gigantea mounted. Again, there was my Trichocentrum stacei, and then here's another Phalaenopsis gigantea. You see the roots that are doing well. Down here is a Dendrobium anceps that I haven't had so long. I believe there's new growths coming out of it. I got that from Southwestern Colorado. And right there is my Nemoria wallacei that likes lots and lots and lots of water, and it's giving me a new root. And let me show you the root. It's right there. Yay! So that is a new growth as well. Big plant. Big plant. Likes good sun, but dappled And then up above though that plant are some mounts. That's my Encyclia rufa, and here is my Roger Getzia, and that's Lancianum. That's mounted. I've got that in the winter, and it's still got its nice roots, and it is doing so well for me. It's still growing, and there is a cross Encyclia chiffon smile. Got that nice deep growth there. That has never bloomed. And then there's my Florida stars, the clone, and then there's some more Encyclia species. And then over here, down here, I've got some angraecums. This is Iclorianum. There's two. There's behind there is my Iclorianum infundibulare that is attached to that. And then there's my big ware, that's a species. And to the back, there's my Angraecum leonis. And there's my Trichocentrum tigrinum that just finished blooming. And let's see, what else? That's about it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. And enjoy your orchids. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.